kicking exercise. Number 2, hands out, right front kick, left front kick, right side thrust kick, about hip level, left side thrust kick. Okay, you can do a snap, or you can do a slight hesitation thrust kick, and then bring it back anywhere in the leg level, hip level, or here. All right, then block the left hand, roundhouse kick to the front, block the right hand, roundhouse kick to the front, step, step, back kick, right foot, step, step, back kick, left foot, and down. Now you're going to go back, front kick, side kick, right foot back, roundhouse, and roundhouse, step, step, back kick, step, step, back kick, and all right. First, as you see, you do right and left. Now this kick, first one can come to the groin as we're squared off here. I come here, first one can come to the groin, and the second one to the midsection. So in other words, you can come like this, 1, 2, on that. Another thing you can do is, instead of kicking to the groin area, you kick to the belt, right on the belt area. And as you do that, you kick here, you hop up with the other foot, you kick him in the throat, or you hop up the other foot and you kick him in the midsection with a thrusting type action. Okay, so double kick, bam, bam. Also, you can kick 2 people if you're good enough. Say I got 2 men here, and I'm standing back here. One's coming here and one's coming here, and I go bam, bam. You got both of them. Oh, don't forget to keep the hands out shielding on your center line of your face. If you're too far back here, it gives too much of a shot to your face. See, look here. As I come in here, throwing the kick to the man over here at the same time I got my hand up on the center line. So if I happen to miss or he blocks, he's going to have to go around that hand to hit me and give me a chance to recover. If you get it over here, he's got a straight shot to your face if you miss that. We put it in the center like this. Take kick, center. All right, and you kick the other man. All right, your side kick. Several simple applications of this is from here, as he comes in, is to just come downward action here, and that's called Kensutsugiri. It's a side thrust kick going downward, thrusting on his leg and taking him down. Okay? All right? The next one is, let me tell you this. Most karate people, when they throw the side kick to a higher level, like say hip level if they just want to kick the guy back and not hurt him, or up here, what they usually do is they'll throw it like this. They'll throw it with the knee coming up here on this line and then the leg coming out. In other words, they'll do this, okay? Well, that's easy for him to see that, isn't it? It's easy for him to see, look what he does. He'll check it, see? He'll check it. All right. What you want to do now, keep thinking now, this is a defensive move for you. You're not thinking about going after him. But let me show you something. At first, this may seem weird to you, but I want you to think of something. As I come out like this, my initial movement is a threat to him. So he has a 1-2 reaction to it. If my initial movement is not perceived by my opponent as a threat, I'm going to have more of an opportunity to get the second movement in. What I mean by that is this. If I'm standing here, the man starts to come in at me, I come straight up and straight out. And I've got this up here blocking. See? Watch this. I'm here, straight up and straight out. Okay, watch again. I come straight up, straight out. I'm not coming up at an angle. Watch right here. Okay, my hand. Okay, watch now. Slow motion. Knee comes straight up here. You pivot on the back foot on the ball of the foot and thrust kick back towards the back of the heel. And that's awful hard for you guys to stop. Stop. Watch again. Man comes in. Move back just a little bit, please. Man comes in to punch you. Bam! Right there. It's easy to get him if you'll come up first and then out. Okay, I'm going to have my partner do it. Up and out. Straight up and out. Boom, see? Now come at me the other way from the floor. See? It's a little easier to stop it. It's coming from there. Again, straight up and out. That's it. He's in there. Get in there. Even if a guy's got his hands up here, let me promise you something. You can kick hard enough to knock him down, even if he's got his hands here. Okay? All right. Next, a side kick. And sometimes I'm not for really doing a lot of high kicks. But some people that are real limber and are real fast will do a side kick, turn it into a side kick up to the head. Now, what day something? The thing that you got to do when you do that is instead of coming like most of them do from right here and throwing it from here and letting this groin be open too much, if when you're here you do the same thing I showed you a while ago, you come straight up, and as he comes in at you, bam, you're right there. And you're right underneath his chin. So it's real simple. Let me hold your hand. Okay, now watch. I'm here, I'm up here, and he comes in, bam, right there. It's boom, right there. And you come up, and whap, whap. You got the guy. Crescent kick, a very simple kick. As a man comes in to fight you, you're shielding here as he comes in, and you're hooking up here. Catching, and you catch right in the groin. And it just hooks, just like this. Get the shield up, and hook. So I can even be down here, and he comes in to punch me, wham! And I can kind of crescent hook that just a little bit. It's real simple. Or, if he's coming all the way in there, bam! Kick him right in the kidney. You kick the guy right in the kidney. You just lean with it. If you get a guy that likes to headhunt, he likes to hit in the head from where to go, you go here. Boom. You automatically go down and you get him in the kidney. Easiest thing in the world to do for a headhunter. Also, if he's turning the other way, and he comes in to punch me, I catch here, you can Charlie horse that leg and you can take the man down. All from there. This is not like, you know, this is when you're doing the mean stuff, see? He's coming in to pinch you, and you're here, and it's whap, right there. Okay? It's just real simple. Again, slow motion. Okay, he comes in, whoop, bam, right there. You can catch him here, too, sometimes. You can catch him here. You can catch him right behind the knee. Every one of these is a real mean shot. Another thing you can do is catch him in the groin a little bit with a hook kick. Now, I'll tell you something else. If a man starts fighting you, and he starts fighting you, angle that way like this, like he starts putting that foot over here, so the front foot over here a little bit. If he ever angles at you, and you're here, and he's got this foot forward, and that foot back there, you go down, you hop in, and you come right into the groin. And it's over with. Simple, to the point. Crescent kick. Stance is it's called a cat stance. The weight's on the back foot, and you're gonna kick with the front foot. But your praying mantis block is a very simple block. It's just an inward type block, and whichever hand comes, it really doesn't make any difference. You can take it, take one hand to the inside. If he throws a punch over here to the inside, you just do your front kick. If he throws the other punch over here, you take it to the inside, do a front kick. It's very simple. Or if he throws this punch first here, I can catch this here. You throw the other one, catch this here and here. Easiest thing in the world to do. And the thing about it is, you can be standing here and a guy's squaring off to fight you for real rather than in a karate type deal. He's just squaring off to fight you. You're just standing here like this, and it's whoom, whoom, whoom. You're just batting it down. Just like batting the flies out of the air. He starts to punch you. You've got it in the center line here. Boom, boom, boom. It's real easy. And anytime a man steps in to punch you, 99 times out of 100, his groin's going to be open, and you're firing right from the ground. All right? Okay. This is for a man grabbing you. You go into, as he grabs you here, you go into such a notch stance to keep him from kneeing you in the groin. Let's say he started kneeing you in the groin, you're back here, and you got this low. Now, at the same time, You're not just standing here. You're going to do a Mawasayuki block. The left hand is going to come up and you're going to strike upward. The other hand is going to come downward and knock downward. And then you're going to grab from, let's turn the other side over here so you can see it now. As you do this action here, you're going to grab and you're going to shove his right arm in front of his face and you're going to pull his left arm across your body. As you step over, you're going to spin him all the way down, and then you've got him locked in. You've got him on the hand, you've got his elbow locked. Okay? Let's watch it again. We'll watch it from this side. Man grabs you. You go in such nuts. You grab here, up, over, spin, step, down. Okay? You can do it the other way too. As he grabs you, you can come this way, up, down, pull across your body, step over in front here, and then straighten your leg up. As you straighten up your leg, he will go down. Okay? All right. Man has a knife, he has a knife, and if he's going back and forth like this, you want to try to time him to where when it hits this hand, you're going to do this. You're going to go slow motion. Well, I'm going to go slow motion so you can see it. But it's a kick, and it's a kicking, stomping action with the inside of the heel. And as he's got that over there, I come just like this. Bam! Right there. As he switches, or you see here, bam! Right there. And that knife's down there, boom. Anytime you come in on a man with that kind of a kick, your automatic action is this. Bam! Right in the knee. It's here in the knee. It's your next action automatically. But again, this is a snapping kick, and it's snapping to the inner part of the arm, and this causes the hand to fly open. The knife go to the ground. Let me tell you this, anytime you guys got a knife, don't come in, I'd say 99% of the time, unless you're a super expert, don't come in and try to grab. I mean, there are techniques where you can, if you're fast enough, you can grab here and come here and take him down like that. That's one movement. But your first action should be kicking from this angle. About the only time that you'd want to do this over here is if he was standing here and you were here and you turned and then you see the knife. Then you catch from here, you come right here and down. Catch and down. It's a real simple motion. But if I'm out here, I'm not going to do that. If I'm out here, boom, I'm going to catch here. No need. Okay? Right. All right. The only time that you would use a technique like this to take, let's say, the gun away from somebody is obviously if you're within a hand's reach of him. Okay? Probably if he's got the right hand forward, then I want to stand with my right foot forward. If he's doing it with the other one, I want to stand with this one forward. Now remember that we're talking reaction time here. If the man's already got it in his head, he's going to shoot you, regardless of what you do, he just pulls the trigger. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about a man that thinks he's going to stick you up, and he's only threatening you, and the only time he's going to pull the trigger is if he perceives that you're threatening him, then he pulls the trigger. Then you're talking about a 1-2 reaction here. So what you got to do is you got to keep him from perceiving the movement that you're doing as a threat. And the way you do that is this. The eye, the human eye, naturally, if everything is equal, well, when I say that by meaning this, if you see two cars going out there, your eye will naturally, if they're both the same type of car, same look, the eye will naturally move to the fastest moving car first. Okay? So what I'm talking about here is the guy's got a gun here, and I'm going to move this hand, this left hand, I'm going to move it upward fast. Well, if it's upward motion, he sees it's upward motion, he has no fear of that upward motion. There's no perceived threat. But what happens is for a split second, when he sees that movement, even if it's peripheral, he's looking at me here, and he sees this for a split second over here, watch what happens. And I take that gun, take it right out of his hand, if he keeps his finger in here, If he keeps his finger in here, as soon as this hand goes up, and as soon as I grab here, I turn it away and down, come all the way down with this guy. I've got him down here, and I'm taking the gun away from him. And then you stand sideways with the gun like this, he can do the same thing to you. All right, watch it again. Slow motion, he's got his finger in here. I move this hand up, I move it up quickly, but I'm at the side over here because I want as much of my part of my body over here as possible instead of being over here. I don't want to do this and come across my body with it. I want to be standing like here, and this hand goes up fast, and the other hand comes out slower, and I grab it, and he's going to go down, all the way down. And I've got the guy. It's that quick. And when you come over, if it's a revolver, and he doesn't have the hammer cocked back, then you grab the cylinder, and he can't fire it at that point. It won't move. If he has the hammer cocked back on a revolver, when you grab, you put your little finger in it, then pull down like this. Because if you put your little finger in it and he tries to fire it, it won't go off. Okay? And you still got it. All right. Block and back thrust in slow motion. As a man comes to throw the punch at the midsection, you're doing a double block. 1 and then 2. Now the gate on block part is where it comes down this way, gate on fashion. Then it comes straight up, you move into the hip, and you drive forward and drive up with the arm, take down, and you've got him controlled, and you got him down. Move into suction dot so he can't hook you with a kick. Like you come up here, go with a kick, you've got him controlled. If you want to, you can go down with your knee on his rib. Okay? All right, next, again, a gate on block. Let's do slow motion. It's going to go 1, 2, up and down and grab and in. In with a suction dot. Okay. Now I'll do it from the other side. Slow motion. 1, 2, up, down, grab, strike. Okay. All right. Bridge hand. The double shuto is, shuto block is coming here, and then you're going to strike with a shuto. So that's a double shuto. Shuto block, shuto strike. And ridge hand, the hand is up here, ready to block. Then this strikes, then this comes through and strikes here with this part of the hand, the knuckle part of the ridge hand. Then you limber arm through, you turn the hand around, you come up, you elbow to the kidney, and you throw your hip and throw him down. You're ready to sidekick and strike. Okay? I'll do it again, slow motion. Goes 1, 2, 3, 4, hey, and 5 and 6. Okay. Waza number 2 is required for Rokkyu green belt, and the Waza, the emphasis is on blocking and striking at almost the same time. I'm going to take it slow motion. Right. It's going to be a block as he comes to my face, palm heel block, and vertical punch to the face at the same, almost the same time. Okay, he comes, throws the punch, and you're here. 1. Now he throws a punch in midsection. 2. And as you're blocking, you give a back knuckle strike. Number 3, he blocks, hits the face. You block here, grab, elbow, step behind, take down, and control. His arm. All right, let's do it again. Slow motion. All right, 1, 2, 3. Control. Okay. Waza number 3 is similar to Waza number 2, except for the last move. Again, we're going to do this in slow motion. And again, the emphasis on, as he strikes, you try to block and strike at the same time. So 1, block, strike. 2, block, strike. 3, block, grab. Now you grab the arm, you grab the throat, you step behind, and now you drive his throat over towards your leg. And you've got him by the throat, and then you've got him by the arm. first kata required for green belt or Rokkyu is Taikyoku Ni. Done from the side view will be done with slow motion and explanation. Left heel into right heel, hands directly to the side. You go into short kibidots, which is an inward pigeon toe position. As your left hand goes over right like this, you come back to what's called Haisuku Atsudachi, which is a formal attention stance, feet straight ahead, hands directly to the side. You're going to step out. As you step, before you step, you're going to look to your left side. You step out into what's called Sanshin. You're going to block, low block, punch, midsection, block, high block, punch, midsection, look down the center. You're going to step behind with the right foot, pivot around on the heel of the left foot, then hammer hand block with the right hand, shoot on punch with the left hand, jolt on block with the right hand, shoot on punch with the left hand, stepping over 1, 2, left, right, shoot on fan block with the left hand, shoot on fan block with the right hand, left hand coming back in chamber, straight on punch. Turn your left foot out the side, 45-degree angle, step straight on as in Kutsadachi, and elbow to the front, rolling the hand like you're going to stab yourself in the shoulder with a knife. Turn the right foot to the front, the side, and left strike. Left foot to the side, and right strike. You pivot all the way around with the left foot coming behind, going to the eye pattern with a gate on block with the left hand, shoot on punch with the right hand, jolt on block with the left hand, look down the center, pivot all the way around, block, punch, block, punch. It's the same action. Now you're going to go back down the center. It's going to be block left, block right, punch. Turn the left foot to the side, step, the right foot, elbow. Turn the right foot side, step the left foot, elbow. Turn the left foot side, step the right foot, right elbow and ki. Pivot all the way around. The left side, get on block, shoot on punch, jolt on block, shoot on punch, pivot all the way around, stepping behind the right foot, get on block with the right hand, shoot on punch with the left hand, jolt on block with the right hand, shoot on punch with the left hand, and stepping up, heels together, bow, and out. Formal attention stance, feet straight ahead, hands out to the side. Taikyoku Ni, the front view in slow motion. You turn your right foot out at 45-degree angle, bring your left heel in, right hand on left palm, okay? And bring your hands out, side. You're going to turn the left foot out 45-degree angle, stepping out with the right foot. It's going to be get on block, shoot on punch, and this pattern will be done throughout the entire kata. And then it's a jolt on block and shoot on punch. Then you look down the center. On the center, 2 blocks, 2 shoot on fan blocks, strike. That strike is to the chest. It's ki on the 3rd elbow. Do it in the Sanchin dodge. Again, you get on block, shoot on punch, shoot on block, shoot on punch, look down the center, pivot all the way around, step behind in Sanchin dodge, get on block, shoot on punch, shoot on block, shoot on punch. Now you're going to go back down the center of the eye pattern, step over left, right, inside the knot. Block the left hand, block the right hand, punch, turn the left foot out 45, step the right foot, elbow. Step, elbow. Before you step, be sure you turn that foot out. Kia, huzzah, on the third one. Get on block, get on punch, get on block, get on punch, look down the center, pivot, stepping behind the right foot, block, punch, block, punch. Kata Taikyoku Ni go. Alright, it's going to be block, punch, and punch. So in the kata, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. But in application, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 strikes. Now, when you go down the middle with your elbow, symbolizes striking a man in the lower rib part area down in here if he's a tall man, or in the chin if he's a shorter man. Let's say he comes to a punch in my face here. I move here, strike to the floating rib, either here or here. If he's a shorter man, then you would do this. He throws punch, block, and strike. Okay? The second kata required for Rokkyu, 6th kyu, green belt, is Taikyoku Ni. The Taikyoku is the H pattern, and your Kaikyoku block is your hooking open hand block with a spear hand position. Taikyoku, Ni. You with slowly and with explanation. Your right foot slowly turns out, your left heel comes in, right hand, left palm, and up. You're going to step out. Let's do a Kaikyoku block, half moon step, Kaikyoku block, half moon step, Kaikyoku block. Left hand comes out, right hand is in front of the solar plexus. So ball foot kick, snap back to the groin, and then elbow to the heart or chin, depending on the height of the man. Pivot all the way around with the right foot coming in front. Just gotta keep your block with the right hand, half moon step to the left foot. Gotta keep your block with the left hand, half moon step back with the left foot. Taikyoku block with the right hand. Right hand goes out, kick, elbow. Step to the front, left hand block, half moon step. Left hand, right hand block, half moon step back with the right foot, left hand block, left hand straight out, right hand in front of the solar plexus, kick to the groin and elbow to the heart or the chin, depending on the height of the man, kick, and as you do, pivot your hands, switch your hands in the air. 6, kick, and then as you go forward, block and elbow. Pivot all the way around with the right hand, with the left hand coming around blocking, hooking, and the right hand block as you're stepping forward and back with the right foot, left hand block. Left hand straight out, right hand in front of the solar plexus, and ball foot kick, groin, elbow. Pivot behind to the right side, blocking with the right hand, half moon step, over the left hand, half moon step, block with the right hand straight, be straight ahead, ball foot kick, back, elbow. To the front, back down the middle of the eye pattern. Left hand, right hand, left hand, left hand out, right hand in front of the solar plexus. It's kick, and then as you go down, your hands switch. Kick, elbow, kick, elbow, and ki. Goes all the way around, left hand blocking. Half moon step, right hand blocking. Half moon step back, left hand blocking. Left hand straight ahead, right hand in front of the solar plexus. Kick, elbow. Go all the way around, block the right hand slowly. Then the left hand, and you're moving back and forward the left foot and the side and dodge. Right hand out, left hand in front of the solar plexus. Ball foot kick, you're going, elbow, and in, left hand over right. Bow, out. Taikyoku, or Kaikyuke. It's going to be a Kaikyuke block, 1, 2, 3, and then kick and elbow. All right, that's your basic application. All right. Kaikyuke blocks are coming with a hook action here and hooking over, 1, 2, 3. But the thing you have to remember is, once you block either inside, outside, you're going to be able to move in a flowing fashion like your ridge hand shuto here, or you block here and forehand strike, or block here and back knuckle strike, or block, and strike to the groin. Watch the application here. So he throws a 1-2 punch. 1, 2. Now the natural action here, real simple, is here, 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 here. You're in close, so you just do a flowing motion here. So watch it again now. Okay, 1, 2, boom. Jamming the arm too, moving close. All right, let's watch it again, slow motion. All right, 1, 2, strike, strike. See, it's a simple action. Again, slow motion. Go 1, 2, and I take down, strike. Back knuckle, ridge hand, grab, strike. Flowing action. All right, again, this next time you can go to the groin with this, okay? 1, 2, strike to the groin, grab the arm. So you come out of this to here, you come back again, ridge hand, so you go low, high, okay? And you're doing this because he can block here and drill you, okay? So what you want to do is, if you got it from here, you want to do it here. See there? Shield with this hand up, just like this. Again, moving over to the side, out of the way of the other hand. So if he wanted to turn over with the other hand, he's going to have to go past my hand to his face, because I've got him here. See, once I've come here, once I've done this, and he starts to turn, I've got him in the throat. The guy starts turning into you, remember this. If you got your hand up here and you're over here, you can always grab him in the throat. Boom! It's like that. That's for real fighting. See, can't do that in tournaments, but you can sure do it in the street. You're here, here, boom! Right there in the throat. Okay. Next is the inverted punch to the face, and then we'll do the inverted punch also to the ribs. But man, let's say he's throwing a forehand strike at my face here with this hand. All right, coming here. And what you're going to do with this is you're going to drift down like this here. You're going to drift over, come straight up the arm. Once you get here, you follow this arm right up to the throat area. This actually, what you'd be doing would be this, striking here with your fingers, knuckles. All right. Again, it's an inverted punch to the face. Here. All right. Again. Yep. Okay. Again, remember the blocking, the striking hand becomes the blocking hand. All right. Next, inverted punch. It's going to be to the ribs or the kidney, actually. Now I come here, he throws a punch at me. I drift down here, and I've got this arm up here. I'm over here and strike right there. Let me turn the other way so you can see a little better. He throws the punch. I drift down and strike. He comes to my face. He. Now, the other thing is, keep in mind when you're fighting, you want to stay loose and limber as much as possible. Don't tense your muscles up you think of it like being like a whip. And this is where the Goju part comes in. The Goju is hard and soft. So at the point of impact, whether it's punch or kick, that split second, you're hard. Then you lighten up again and you loosen up. Okay? So when I'm coming here, I'm loose and light and limber. Still loose and light and limber, but when I strike, for a split second, I'm going to drive the back foot, and it's called a drive, and then I torque into the back, and I drive off the back foot, and I drill into the guy's ribs. So it's not just striking with the arm out here, but it's this kind of action here. See how I'm corked ready for action here now? Okay. Your hand drill for the first 4 hand free fighting moves called Goju-Ryu Ni. In a drill formation, forehand strike, 1, back knuckle strike, 2, and again blocking with this other hand. And then inverted punch, 3, and inverted punch, 4. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. When you're learning a series of actions, whether it's a series of 4, series of 6, or series of 8, the simplest way to do it to where you're doing it fast and you're not running into yourself is to do the first 2 movements fast, the second 2 movements fast, like this. Then pretty soon you'll get to where you can do this. Okay, now let's see it with application with a partner. Okay. All right, again, here's the forehand strike, back knuckle punch, the inverted punch to the ribs. All right, again, it's forehand, back knuckle, inverted, inverted. Okay, you can do a combination of these. Guy comes at you. Here, inverted, inverted, back knuckle, inverted. Series. Several different combinations there. This is one of the simplest, easiest free fighting moves that you'll ever see in your life. See, a lot of karate people, when they throw a roundhouse kick, will throw it out like this. Let's say the man's on the line here. They'll throw the kick out here and come to where their foot's too much on a parallel line out in front of them. It's easier for them to see it and block it. Show what I'm talking about. Now, if I was going to throw it the way a lot of people throw it like this, my opponent, most of the time, he's going to block it. See? He's going to see it and he's going to block it because it's coming too far out. You don't want to do that. If you're kicking to the groin, okay, what you got to do is you got to get this back foot first. You got to get this back foot back, and you turn also the front foot back to a 45-degree angle. The weight's mostly on the back foot, a little bit of weight on the front foot. Then you want to come up, you want to get right from the floor to here is your primary critical distance. Because if he raises the knee after this point, he's just going to raise the kick right into his groin. So you figure you're fairly well safe if you can get from here to here, it's going to rise right on up. See what I mean? Watch this, slow motion. I come from here, right here. Okay, now once I get there, if he raises the knee, all he's going to do is just raise my foot into his groin. So again, the key point is to get from the floor to here first. Then, see? Come right up the line, rather than out here. Okay? Now let's stand this way. I'm going to have my opponent stand this way to me. And you watch, let me move back just a little bit, please. Now watch what I'm talking about. This is what you don't want out here. See there, look. You don't want that. What you want is this. Coming right on the line here, even if you just right to here. Once you get past that knee, you're in. All right, another application of this. A lot of times, now you don't want to throw this, usually you don't want to throw this to the midsection. This is more a flipping type kick. It's not that, it doesn't have a tremendous amount of power to it for the midsection because the way your hip torque is lined up, but it can for the groin and it can for the throat because once you go from, let's say from the floor to here, you can pivot your hip real quick and throw this up into here. Now, a lot of guys, when they're sparring you, and they go on guard here, a lot of them, this man knows what he's doing, a lot of them don't know so much what they're doing, and they'll lead this hand down here. They'll have the hand down here. Not that they can't come up and block, obviously, they're fast enough, they can block anything. But a lot of times, a guy will have an opening from here right up through here that he's not thinking about as far as your foot coming from the floor, okay? A lot of guys are thinking about your foot coming out here and coming around type kicking, kind of like kickboxers do, kind of like this, okay? They're thinking about that. It's easier kind of for them to block up here with this. But this kick that I'm talking about, it's almost like it's lining up, going to the groin, and then it's coming right here, right up this line of fire, right into there. And if the guy's got his hand out here, or he's got his hand over here, or his hand right here, if you can get to this point and catch through here, sometimes you can get him in the throat with that kind of a kick. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. All right, well, watch me slow motion. Now I want you to hold your hand down just a little bit.
Hang on just a second.
Doing a roundhouse flip kick to the groin. In fact, if you can set the guy up where you do a couple of these kicks to the groin. You know, you're out there free sparring, and you come here, bam, you know, a couple of times, whop, to the groin. Then, about the third time, he's kind of catching on to that a little bit. Then, here's what you've done. Here's what you've done. You made him think low. That's what's in his mind here. And that third time, if you act like you're going to do the same thing, then you do the change up, you got more of a chance of getting it. Then if you're just going to fire it from I'm just going to fire it to his throat. If you think more along the lines of, I've done a couple of these to the groin, a couple to the groin, see? So about the third time, he's thinking low, then you go high. You're here like this, boom, and then watch. Boom, see how I came right on that line? I came right on the same line. I didn't go like this, boom, and then cock it back and then come out here because, again, it's too easy for him to see it and come in and block it. See? But like this, see? That's what you want. Right there in the throat. Double front kick. What you're going to do is you're going to kick the guy in the knee as he comes to throw a punch at you. It's going to here, boom. Actually, you kick him just a little bit above the knee. You kick him in the thigh. But just like this, boom. Getting your hands up blocking. All right, again. Come here, kick, kick. You can kick the midsection, lower here. If you're good enough, you can kick one, and you can jump, boom, and kick to the chin. It's your double migraine. Leaping front thrust kicks. Basic application is, man's throwing a side kick at you, and you get used to this side kick coming in here, and you're catching here. What you do is you jump over, leap, and front thrust. As you do, you kick to the back, right in here. All right, let's watch it over this way. Okay. You throw a side kick, leap, front thrust. Leap. All right, again. Leap, and come up, front thrust. All right, again. Leap,